Everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie from brighterdarling.com. As you guys might know, the Sephora VIB sale is coming up November 3rd, starting for VIB Rouges, and then it usually trickles down for VIBs and regular beauty insiders. So this is going to be my ultimate Sephora wishlist shopping cart for all of your beauty needs. This is in partnership with a website called topcashback.com, and before you click out, hear me out. If you have been using Ebates for a really long time like I have, and you love getting cash back on your purchases, because who doesn't, then you need to check out Top Cashback, because it's something that I didn't know about until they approached me, and I was very diligent in researching them because they are newer to the United States. They are much bigger in the UK, but they're coming here now, and they're very similar to the Ebates and the Ibotta and all those other websites, except they have way more retailers on their platform than Ebates has. And from my research over a couple of weeks, every time I went shopping, I was checking Ebates rates versus Top Cashback, and Top Cashback is very intentional about making sure they're always beating out Ebates. What's even cooler about Top Cashback is that you can get your payouts whenever you want. You don't have to wait for a quarterly payout. You don't have to wait for a check. Like, they will pay out as soon as you request it, even if it's only a couple bucks. So, because I felt like it was valuable to not only myself, but obviously you guys, I tested it out for a few days on my own to just see how it worked with my own normal everyday transactions. It's been great. I'm getting my higher cash back rates. Jersey, stop. So yeah, this video is in partnership with them because I think that not only are they valuable to me, but I think they'll be valuable to you guys. And I wanted to make sure you knew about it, especially with the holiday season coming up. So I thank Top Cashback for helping me learn about a new way to save money, but also helping you guys. Anyway, let's get into the Sephora shopping. We're gonna start with stuff that I always restock during the sale, and then we'll get into some newer things that I've tried over the last year or that are new for the holiday. So first thing I wanna mention is what I'm using in my hair today to give me the texture and beachy waves. It's the IDK Beach Club Texture Spray. This is the best texture spray I have tried, hands down, and I have tried Dry Bars, I've tried Waves, I've tried Not Your Mother's, I've tried Amika's, I've tried a load of them, and this one is the most intense, nicest smelling. Well, I guess it's not necessarily true. A lot of them do smell nice, but I personally like this one. It gives me like a beachy, suntan, sunscreeny kind of a smell, coconutish, I don't know. It smells delightful. I love the way it gives my hair the texture and pieciness, and yeah, it's a must-have. I've gone through multiple bottles over the year. It's awesome. The next thing is highlighters by Becca. These have been around for a few years, and the two that I have are an Opal and Champagne Pop, and they are the first and only highlighters I've ever hit pan on for a reason. They are beautiful. They blend on the skin super creamy. They're very flattering, even on texture. And if you have not tried them yet, this is the time to try it because they are fabulous. Next up is brow products. This is the time to stock up on them. Personally, I'm a Benefit brow gal. I've been using Benefit brow products for over a year. I'm totally a convert. I think they are the best. I think they last the best on the skin. I love the formula. I love them. So I am currently using Goof Proof Brow Pencil in number 3 on my brows now with Gimme Brow in number 1. I like that number 1 is a little lighter. It gives me like a dimension and highlight to my brow. And I can pretty much use 2 or 3 in the brow pencil, but I like them both. They're very subtle of a difference. I definitely recommend stocking up on, you know, however many brow pencils you think you use in a year. For me, it's probably about 6, maybe 5, I don't know, but it's better to get them when they're on sale, right? The House of Lashes Eyelash Adhesive. This is something I talked about on my blog last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, but I am obsessed with this lash glue. I have it in clear and black, and I was somebody who never really liked putting on false lashes until I started using lash glue that worked, and this is the best. So yeah, it's more than you're gonna spend on what you get at the drugstore, but you never have to worry about your lashes popping off on the ends, and I love the black formula because it doesn't give that weird shine to it where it looks like you have holographic lash glue on. So I definitely recommend this if you. And yes, some people say that this is a pain in the butt to take off your lashes and your eyelids, and it is. But you know what? That's the price you have to pay to not have lashes popping off all night. Sorry, guys. Okay. Next up is the Popular Beauty Blender. There are Beauty Blender dupes in the drugstore now, and a few of them are really great. But if you have not tried the actual original one, you have nothing to really know how to compare it to, right? So I definitely recommend trying this one. There's something unique about it. It's not the same as the ones at the drugstore. It is very similar, but not the same. And the shape is very, very perfect, especially for blending out concealer. I use my beauty blenders and beauty sponges in general for concealer. I think that they do a wonderful job of making the under eye look flawless without being cakey. And I don't know, I just find that they're something special about the beauty blenders, guys. You gotta always restock during sales. Are the Dr. Jart, you can't see really very well, Dr. Jart Water Replenishment Cotton Sheet Masks. These are good for redness and dryness. They're just very, very soothing. I never cared for sheet masks. This is the product that converted me to liking and enjoying and seeing what the difference a sheet mask can do. The Dr. Jart Water Replenishment one is amazing, and if you have not yet tried sheet masks, or you haven't tried any sheet masks that you think has really made a difference, give this one a try. Order yourself a couple. They're amazing. You will not regret it. And then you can come and thank me and tell me about how glowing and fabulous your face looks and feels. All right, guys. So now we're going to get into some newer things that I've tried over the last year, or newer products that I saw were out for the holidays. And starting with what is making my hair pink. These little pinky streaks are a washout spray from IDK. It's called Girls Club. I first tried this at Gen Beauty. One of the founders of IDK was actually there putting this in people's hair. He put it in my hair. I fell in love. I had a moment. I wanted to buy it immediately, but I knew the Sephora sale was coming up soon. So I waited, and I love this. I think they have a couple different colors. So yeah, you can just layer this up. You can build this to be really intense. You can leave it really subtle. And if you brush it out after you spray, it'll fade. Okay. Next product is the Tasha Water Cream. I picked this up over the last year when it first launched, and the reason I picked it up when it first launched is because I was learning that my skin likes more of a gel-based moisturizer, and this is a gel cream moisturizer. It is wonderful for anti-aging and pore perfecting, but it's not heavy, and as you can tell, I am very low on this, so I would definitely replenish with the sale coming up because I love it. It smells very spa-like. It's a very mild scent, like not too heavy at all. The texture is exactly what you think when you hear a gel cream. It's jelly, but yeah, it has a creamy texture to it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if you can think of gel cream, that is what this is like. Plus, the packaging is stunning. Like, first of all, look at how beautiful this is. It has like this embossed Tasha logo. And this at the top, I wasn't sure what this was, right? I was like, okay, cute little design. It's actually the little spatula that you use to take the product out. And that's how I've been using it. So really clever. And I appreciate that. So, okay. Next up is something that was on my favorites last year. So like my 2016 beauty favorites on the blog is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Yes, I have to say it. Everybody talks about this for a reason. It is a beautiful freaking palette. Like, it's got a ton of beautiful matte shades for neutral everyday looks. It's got some stunning shimmers, also beautiful for everyday. And the nice thing about this is it blends incredibly. The colors are very pigmented. They are creamy, but they blend flawlessly. This really does the work for you. The formula is that great. And what's even better about it is the brush that comes with it is functional. It's not stiff, it's not scratchy, it's usable. I use it every time I use this palette. It's soft, it packs color, it's great. So I definitely recommend this. I also like that, like, although it's warm toned, it's not like the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, which I do like, but I don't think you have as much diverse looks with that. This, you can get diverse looks, and it has a little bit of the warm tones, but it also, if you just pick like a couple of these and this and like a brown, you got like a regular everyday palette look there. So I really like this palette. I highly recommend it. It's been wonderful for me. It's great to travel with. Just perfect. Next is something I'm wearing on my face today. It's how I have this highlight and my contour. It is this little Tarte Pro Glow to Go Trio. Now, if you're watching this and it's before October 31st, I'm giving one of these away on my blog. So if you're interested, go do that. But if it's past 31st, let's just get into the fact that this is a great value and the colors in this palette are beautiful. These highlights are amazing. Why does Tarte not have these permanent? And if they do, somebody tell me, because I would buy full sizes of these highlights. They're so nice. Like, they are intense as can be, and they are just last long on the skin, which is a big deal for me with highlights. Highlights tend to fade a lot on me. This is great. Like, whew, totally recommend this. So underrated. And what's really cool about it is if you look at it, it can double as an eyeshadow trio. You can use these shades as eyeshadow, use that through the crease, and you have your face and your eyes in one thing. So I thought that was pretty good. All right, next up is a primer. Now, I know, hold your horses. If you've been following my blog for a long time or you know me in real life, you know I've never been one to be like, yeah, primers, you need them. They're, you know, a must-have. I never used primers until this next product. Ooh, you probably just saw it. But I'm liking this one to the point that I'm going to end up buying the full size now with the Sephora sale because I have been using this deluxe sample for a while. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Oil-Free Primer. It's been around for a long time. I just never really cared for the traditional one, and I think I've even tried the green one, and I don't think I like that one. So I don't know what made me try this. I was just having a moment where I felt like I wanted to try new things that I hadn't really heard much about. So I picked this up at Sephora, and I find that it gives my foundation a very smooth finish. I'm using it today. I use it with all different foundations. I've used it with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is my favorite and what I'm wearing today. I've used it with L'Oreal True Match, another one of my favorites. I've used it with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. It's worked with all the formulas I've used, so I really like it, and I would buy the full size of this. Next up is a product that I mentioned on my blog and my favorites recently. It is by IT Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Redness Neutralizing Correcting Cream. I bought this off of a recommendation from one of my blog friends, Hey There Chelsea, and she uses this on just like stubborn acne scars or just sunspots that are hard to conceal with concealer, or you don't like the way it looks when you use too much concealer because it looks heavy or cakey. This you use underneath your foundation or your BB cream or your powder. It is high pigment correcting color. So it's not meant to be full-on foundation. Don't use it as a foundation. Just use it on those stubborn spots. I use it on stubborn acne marks, typically along my jawline, and then I'll apply my foundation over top, and it lasts all day. It almost has like a little bit of like a smoothing texture to it. So I find that not only is it concealing, but it's also smoothing the area a little bit if you have a little bit of texture there. It's not like a primer that's smoothing, but I don't know. Something about it is really awesome if you have stubborn sunspots, acne scars, or just hyperpigmentation areas, maybe melasma if you're like a new mom or something. This would be great to use in place of just layering on a lot of concealer or foundation. Next up is something that I thought was a great deal, and I think they also have a few different shades of this, but it is Urban Decay Matte Lipstick and Lip Pencil Duo, and I believe, I'll have the price on the screen, but I believe this was $25 or $23, and it's the full-size pencil and the full-size lipstick. If you have not tried Urban Decay lip pencils before, they are one of the top 2 lip pencils at Sephora, in my opinion. I think the Makeup Forever lip pencils and the Urban Decay lip pencils are the best in Sephora at this time. This is in Backtalk and Rush. It's what I'm wearing now. It's like a muted, cool tone mauve, and I think it'd be really flattering on a lot of different skin tones. It's perfect for the fall. The lip pencil, like I said, full size. I've already had to sharpen this guy. Love. And the lip pencil, again, the lipstick, full size. Been using this. Love. So pretty. Lasts so long on the lips. Very comfortable. Must recommend if you have not tried Urban Decay lipsticks or lip pencils. Next thing is another little gift set from Drunk Elephant. It is their TLC Sukari Baby Facial Mini. So this is a 0.5 fluid ounce mini size of the baby facial, and it also has a little of their Drunk Elephant version marula oil in it as well. So you have the little guy here, and then you got the baby facial here. Some of the things that it says it has in it is glycolic acid, tartaric acid, lactic acid, citrus, and salicylic acid. So not only is this good for those of us with congested, acne-prone skin, but it's also really wonderful for fine lines and wrinkles. It's perfect for those of us with dull, stubborn skin who just want to have a nice, fresh glow. I used this once. I used it last Thursday, and it was nice. So I'm going to have my husband try it, whether he knows that or not yet, whatever. I'm going to have him try it, and we'll see if he notices any baby face action. Although, I don't want him to have a baby face. That'd be really weird. Next up is the Lancome Monster Big Mascara. The first and only Lancome mascara I really like. And I love the packaging. Like, see how big this handle is to the brush? Like, I don't know if you guys can tell or if you've even noticed that in stores. It allows you to get super close to your lashes when you're putting on your mascara versus a longer wand, which I love that because then I can really get to the roots and like build the volume as I want. And it's so black. This formula doesn't smudge. It doesn't flake. And I have a blog post talking about this and showing like what it looks like with no other makeup on, just using the mascara. So I'll link that below. The next thing is a palette that I felt was the most unique thing on Sephora's website and the best value for the price. There's a lot of new palettes out on Sephora. You've got the Fenty one, you've got the Huda one, you've got the Tarte ones, you've got Too Faced, I think, has one out. There's just a ton of palettes. We are palette-loving people. So when I was just looking through them, nothing was getting me excited. Like, nothing new, you know? And then I stumbled upon this palette, and I actually was intrigued. And it is the Chloe Morello collab with Ciate. It is her second collab with them, so this is their Volume 2 Beauty Haul collection. And it comes in this nice box, and you've got the eyeshadow palette, you've got a mini liquid lipstick that's exclusive to this collection, you've got a mini mascara, and a full-size liquid eyeliner. So I thought that was a great value. I think it's $49 for the full retail price. It looks like this when you get it, like on the inside. So this is the, I think it's upside down. No, maybe not. Okay. This is the Comfort Matte Liquid Lipstick. This color is nearly identical to what I have on now. It's a hint warmer than the Urban Decay. But if you like this look, but you don't want to get both, I would just get the Ciate one because this lipstick is matte and looks almost identical. Like the liquid liner, I'm wearing this today as well. The mascara, I'm using this, but I also have false lashes on. And my eyeshadow look is from this palette, so let me show you. So it is a palette of, what's it got? 5, 10, 20 shades. 20 shades? Holy crap. 20 shades in this palette, which... yeah, 20 shades. That's a lot of eyeshadow for $49, guys. But I thought this was different. Like, we've seen so many of these warm tone palettes, which I love the warm tones. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am a golden olive complexion girl with brown eyes. Like, I like my golden colors. However, a little diversity, people. Like, where is, like, the cool palette coming out? Like, back to this palette. I think this palette is versatile. I think this palette is... easy to use for a multitude of skin tones. And you have all those kinds of colors that people like right now. You have these warm tone berries, pinks, you have the orange, you have some neutral warm tones down here, but then you also have, like, this row is fairly cool. So you've got the cool tones here. You've got the fun pops of the green down here. I'm wearing those today. And then you've got your standard gold and champagne shades, your matte white, a matte black, your transition colors. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I really like this palette. The formula is nice. There's little fallout. It's very easy to blend. The colors are buildable. And Ciate is a brand I think is very underrated, to be honest. I've tried a couple things from them, and I've always found that their products have worked really nice. And yeah, I don't know. I think Ciate deserves a little more love here, guys. So if you have not tried anything from Ciate yet, I would highly recommend this set. It's a great price. The eyeliner is really black. The mascara is nice. It's not my favorite mascara in the whole wide world, but I mean, it's $49 for that whole set of 20 eyeshadows. You get a full-size liquid liner, a matte liquid lipstick, and that palette. So I don't really know how you can go wrong, right? All right, guys. So that is my entire list of new products and things I always restock from Sephora. And if you do decide to shop the sale, I highly recommend checking out Top Cashback so you can get a little more of a discount off of your purchase. And I think you're going to be really happy with transitioning over to using a different like cashback platform on the internet. So if you like my channel, if you liked what I had to say, or you found it interesting, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and share it with a friend if you think that they would like this as well. I hope you stay tuned to my next video. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye.